It's your boy Jordan back in the building. NBA 2K23. My NBA / my GMO. Well, my 76ers holding an 0-2 record. Lost both our first games by 6 points. But the Celtics game's kicking me in the ass though because I was up 22 points in this game. And came back on me. We got trades on the table, like this one. De'Aaron Fox and Alex Len for Tobias Harris and Montrezl Harrell, which would allow me to start De'Aaron Fox at the point and put James Harden at the shooting guard, which is, to me, his natural position. I don't feel comfortable with James Harden running my point, but it's just something I'm going to have to get used to because that's what my Sixers is doing in real life. We're going to decline this trade. We're going to look for these uniforms. I like the classics. Not be winning 94, huh? I don't even remember them. We can't wear the black though. 07, 09, 09 to 15. Alternates. Association bonus. Icons. We'll go with the alternates. See if this sparks something for us. This is the lineup that they recommend, so I'm just going to stick with it. And we're going to go ahead and see if we can get our first W, too.
On the floor, visiting San Antonio Spurs. At point guard, Tre Jones. At small forward, Josh Richardson. At the other guard position, Devin Vassell. At center, Jakob Poeltl.
I thought that I had made one of these reviews.
At the other forward position, Keldon Johnson.
So we are going to turn this first half into my GM, my NBA review of NBA 2K23. I was a little late. I broke a 24-year tradition because ever since 1999, since the Dreamcast, day one, I done had 2K. I did take a few years off because, you know, everybody know Live 03 was the truth. You know what I'm saying? With the introduction of freestyle mode, and then Live 04 was a follow-up, and Live 05 was also a classic. But once NBA 2K6 dropped and the Xbox 360 was released, NBA Live from that point up until now was always in the rear view.
At the small forward position, 6'5".
From NBA 2K1, NBA 2K, 2K1, and 2K2. I had all those day one. I took off 2K3 and 2K4. And I believe some of 2K5, you know, count 2K5. When NBA 2K6 dropped for the 360, I remember being in the store and I was talking to my homie Justin Gould, and I had NBA Live 06 for the 360 in my head, and I had NBA 2K6 in my head. And I was telling him I didn't like NBA Live because I bring it back. Because I want to give you straight credit. I said, man, fuck that. I just want 2K6 and I never look back. I bought NBA 2K6. I bought my first hard drive for my 360, which caused my 360 to break with the Red Ring of Death. And I bought my Xbox Live subscription for a year. I came on my headphones. And 2K6 was my first online experience. And I never looked back at it. But we are going to pull this win off. If I I should have went to the set.
Welcome everyone to what a game we have for you tonight.
My players
We get
actually
set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. This is Kevin
I'll
Hart.
probably end up bumping
DA,
it up
take it away.
just about 5
Thank you
points
very
when I
much.
really just
Now the
get
calls to
because the
shorten
players
the
didn't
NBA
cover
season continue.
a whole lot slower.
One NBA president has even suggested a 58-game schedule. And for the playoffs, one and done. He says there's a reason people tune into every football game. The college tournament in 63 games gets more TV money than we do in our entire regular season.
Wow,
The
man,
more
that's
drama, the
new.
more TV ratings,
58
the more
game
money.
season.
Kevin?
And one and
What's
done
not to
playoffs.
like? Everything makes sense.
I can
Less
see
for
the 58
players,
game
more
season,
practice time, and
or
all the
maybe even
things
the
you just
70
talked
game
about.
season
Maybe
becoming
DA,
a
less
reality
is more.
and
And thanks for the report.
But
Look
one
at the
and
San
done
Antonio
playoffs,
Spurs
it's not
opening
going to
line.
happen.
The
The
4
first
and the
round,
5,
you best out of
it's
3.
Johnson and
Well,
Purtle.
how many years?
Evan
The
Basell
second
out
round,
there with
best out of
Jones.
5.
And it's
The finals,
Richardson
the
in at the 3
conference
spot.
finals, best out of
And for
5.
the 76ers.
NBA Finals, best out of 7.
One court is
The
Thybulle
best out of
Harris.
7 NBA Finals is
Harden
going to
out
stay.
there with Tyrese Maxey. And
I
it's
can see everything else
Embiid
maybe
into the
being
5.
best out of 5.
With so much
Or
of the
maybe the first
season
round
still
being
in
best
front
out
of
of
us,
5,
Smitty,
rest
what
best out
does
of
the
7.
main focus have to be for a team on any given night?
Well, winning's never a bad idea, Kevin. These games mean just
we
as
lost to
much
the
now
Bucks,
as they
and
do
we
in
lost
April.
to the-
You can work on rotations and chemistry, but don't let it cost you wins.
We lost to the Bucks.
Now
and we
here's
lost
Johnson.
to the Celtics opening night.
Jones finds
With the
Richardson.
Bucks, I just could not stop
Nice ball
Giannis.
movement by San
Period.
Antonio.
And with the Celtics, I just kind of,
5 to
because I was
shoot.
up 22 points, I started
Here's Purtle, and he banks in the
doing
layup.
some
Just
things,
what you expect from
experimenting, running
Pirtle
plays,
inside, using his size
thing
to
you know, I
get
wasn't
to a
hitting shots.
close-range shot.
And before I knew it, we came back.
Here's Harden. On the wing, Harris to the inside. And Embiid throws it down.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on
Embiid's
time
going to work.
and on point.
The assist from Miami.
Keep on touring.
And the Spurs with possession. Here's Richardson. First shot, first basket. He's out the
We
blocks
gotta get our
fast.
defense together.
And with Josh Richardson, they love his
Definitely gotta
size
get our
in the
defense
backcourt and his mobility. He moves extremely well.
Here's Harden. And the hit by Harden.
Shit, baby.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
Jones against Harden.
See him with that little crossover.
This is it to
pass.
Johnson. Lets the 3 fly. And Embiid pulls it down. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Philadelphia. To the middle and taken away by Johnson. Now here's Vassell. He's covered by Maxey. Johnson makes it off the glass.
A terrific finisher inside. Johnson has earned the nickname Big Body for his aggressiveness on offense.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Now here is Harden. Johnson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Johnson kicks to Jones. Back to Johnson for 3. Here's Pirtle, and a good offensive board. Purdy gets the bucket. Pirtle's got his second basket of the night.
You can count on Pirtle to play with energy, and this time it pays off with the second chance points.
Maxey passes to Harris. Inside. And Embiid throws it down.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there,
I'm going to
guys.
make this my review of the MyGM.
Here's Jones.
And you look at Jakob Poeltl,
Solid 9.5 out of
great
10.
touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just
Still
power his
more
way.
organic, more responsive. And as soon
Now
as I'm
here's
able to
Richardson. And it's good,
change
2
some of the
points.
stuff together.
And that's
Team
now
is better off
6
for it.
points for Jakob Poeltl.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, disciplined, and that's a beautiful pass.
Maxey, no good. And Greg Pirtle has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
Now Johnson. After the missed three from Tyrese Maxey. Over Harden. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan. Offensively, so far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Now here's Jones. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Johnson. Some solid defense from his.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Harden can't tie it up as that one's no good. Spurs have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Richardson outside. Here's Vassell. Drills it from outside.
Beautiful concentration from Devin Vassell. He's right where he wants to be, and he fires.
Now here's Harden. Coming in off a 21-point game in his last outing. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 8 points.
I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
Pass to Vassell. The 9-footer's on the mark.
Damn it.
5.
Taking advantage of the defense. Devin got inside, and you see what happened.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 5-point game. Releases. And he overshot that one, missing. Pirtle kicks to Jones. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's stolen.
Fucking shit.
And here's Jones. No points in the game yet for him. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Harden scanning the floor. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
And Harden proving why he's an elite ball handler. Absolutely cutting the D to pieces with his move.
And now the first timeout call here for the Spurs. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity.
The beat is already down to
very
74,
rare.
which means I gotta let him get his break. And I just wanted to be so within the next couple minutes. The stamina goes up for me it is, so I'm definitely gonna make that adjustment. I like watching the other offense. Been a while since they had a halftime show or some performance during that time. I was around by sitting there watching. You know, this is one of those times where they're really looking for something. That's why I said, you know, my review scores are 9.5, and that's where it's going to stay. You can't say that now, kid. And I mean, it seems like every time they come out, they do something different. All right, we done.
And Trez Harrell, he's checked in for the 76ers. Manuel House comes in for Matisse Thybulle. San Antonio also making some changes. Collins checked in for Pirtle. Roby comes in for Keldon Johnson. And Keita Bates-Diop subbed in for Vassell.
Let's play some D. Let's start running some plays. Let's get some shots off. Let's continue to work on the inside.
Roby the pass to Jones. Get the teardrop, and the shot goes down.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
The 76ers trail by 5. And you know, for so long, many joked about how the Spurs were always too old, right? Too old, too slow, too stuck in their same ways. But that's changing.
Well, I was on a couple of those teams too, Kevin. I remember well, people said that the Spurs were too old and needed to get younger. And over the last few years, they've done exactly that.
San Antonio leading by 5. Here's Jones, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Maxey. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process here, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
And he's good on the second. It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin,
Oh!
year from
Let's go, baby. Shit.
2019, winning
I see the beard go to work.
over that span.
Let's go.
And having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having a couple Hall of Famers.
Here's Collins. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. He dishes it to Jones. Driving in. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The 76ers trail by 4. Harris kicks to House. Back to Harris.
Down it, Tobias.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Nice bucket. The polished inside game. Something Harris relies on.
I'm tell you, what I need to do is I need to go back to 2KU.
Richardson can't get it to fall. He's missed the
boards,
second after making his
Montrez.
first. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from DP. Harden kicks to Maxey.
See the screen for him.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter.
Tremendous box out. I love how he bodied up.
I just gotta get Tyrese Maxey. I gotta get his jumper down. If I don't use him enough, he's a dog. He's a real motherfucking beast.
Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Bucks.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
You know, sometimes you don't play up to your full potential. The important thing to figure out is what went wrong.
4 on the shot clock.
See?
That doesn't go on the chance
That's
to
all I
tie.
gotta do. I
He
just gotta
can't
get
get anything to fall
Get his
this
jumper
quarter.
down.
And obviously that's dragging the whole team down.
Assess.
Out of bounds will be 76ers ball.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for James Harden. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for the Spurs. The 76ers have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Now, here's Maxey. He's covered closely, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the defender there, a little out of position. Harris sees this, takes advantage, draws the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this
A lot
one.
of things I gotta get down here, too. I lost 2 in a row. Like I said,
And he
I
sinks the
feel like my
second.
first game against the Celtics was definitely my best game. But at the same time,
San Antonio leading.
Plus, I just
Now
got to get used to
Richardson,
this rotation.
he's coming
I gotta
off a
offer couple of
13-point
good
game
trades.
against Indiana.
Russell Westbrook. and
Here's McDermott.
Some center from the Lakers.
Misses, and the dry spell continues. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game.
But I offer Russell
Spurs lead
Westbrook
by
and
1.
some center from the Lakers.
Back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
I got off Russell Westbrook and one of their new centers in exchange for Tobias Harris and PJ Tucker. And I mean, I was really thinking like, put Russell Westbrook at the point, James Harden at the 2, bring Tyrese Maxey, off the bench as an offensive scoring weapon.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty
Then I was
good
also
game
off.
through the first quarter. And
also
let's
off
guys
with,
take now in the hustle steps for the Spurs.
For me, they're turning defense
also off.
into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away, Great effort.
And another thing, guys, is they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
I got him in. That's I want that to.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Richardson is out there with Devin Vassell. Then it's McDermott. And it's Roby Dash. And it's Roby in at the power forward. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through. Even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
And they take the lead. Embiid's got 11.
Get on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
Richardson outside. Puts the move on. And it's laid in by James.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Melton passes to House. A three-pointer off the mark. And for the Spurs, they're shooting in this game 45%. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. And the 76ers making a change here. Tucker's checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Johnson comes in for Roby. And Jones subbed in for Josh Richardson. Pass to McDermott. 6 to shoot. Jang with the ball. Now defended by Embiid. And Jang kicks to McDermott. San Antonio again missing. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Milton the pass to Embiid. Over Jang. Embiid's shot is good. Embiid's got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers.
Again, it's Joel Embiid. When he is on, there isn't one player in this league that can stop him.
San Antonio calls timeout. Some changes here for the 76ers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Daniel House. And James Harden has subbed in for Shake Milton. And San Antonio also making a switch. Collins checked in for James. Johnson finds Vassell.
Last year for
Lets it
2K22,
go from 14.
I had to make some
Again,
adjustments.
the miss by the
As far
Spurs.
as
The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second
way
quarter.
too relaxed.
The pass to Tucker. Harden outside, hit by Harrell, puts one up from 19. A rebound by the Spurs. Outside, Jones. And it's Vassell in the corner. A miss that time would have put him up. The 76ers lead. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Harden outside. Hit by Harrell. Harden has a wide open look. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the paint, here's Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
So aggressive and explosive. Keldon Johnson excels at getting to the rim and finishing strong.
And certain teams take on the attitude of their city. And over the years, Philadelphia has been one of them. The Sixers known for having tough teams, much like the town.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen brings him up for the bunny.
Jones against Harden. Jones, the pass to Johnson. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Johnson's got the game tied up here for San Antonio. For Philadelphia, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And Greg, you mentioned the 76ers have taken on the identity of Philadelphia.
Let's go, James.
You know, you go all the way back to the 80s. This has been a team that plays hard, focuses on defense, gritty, much like their city. So they tend to play with a chip on their shoulder.
Jones finds Collins. Here's Johnson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Given everything he's got, Keldon Johnson's a guy you want on your side. Why? He doesn't let up.
You know, Steve, the persistent growth of Keldon Johnson is pretty impressive.
It is, Kevin. He is obviously receptive to good coaching and is committed to finding success here in the league. Almost across the board, you see his stats creeping up season to season.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
I really don't have no other legitimate centers as a backup. And I just had 2 good trades. I'm telling you, if this game right here don't go the way it's supposed to go, the way I feel it's supposed to go, then I'm just gonna have to revisit when the other trade goes over to me.
Coming off a terrific season. Last season,
the most
he
attractive to
averaged
me
13
was
points a
definitely
game,
Russell Westbrook
9 rebounds and
the
2
Lakers
assists.
new
And what
young
sets him
76
apart
overall
is
backup,
his rebounding.
7.1
And as you can
look
see,
like a baby
he's
Shaq.
been in peak form.
And I
You
can
know
just
what?
move
It's
Harden
part
to the 2
effort,
spot,
part
play
instinct.
Russell as the 1,
Teams trying to
bring
keep a
Tyrese
body
Maxey
or
off the
2
bench.
on him, but that's easier said than done.
Now here's Harden. He's got 10. That one
Shit,
falls
James.
through. It's his 6th make from the floor
See, I
this
put the
game. Now 6
1.
for 10.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Hurdle with a screen on Maxey. Vassell, the pass to Pirtle. Count that bucket. Pirtle's got 8.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Outside, Maxey feeds it to Reed. Whistle blows.
Okay.
He's good.
Okay, young boy.
A chance at the line to
Okay,
make a
you
three-point
get the
play.
backup center spot just for
One
making
side
that
of a
basket.
great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
For me, it's all about playing downhill. They've been making it look easy to find penetration in this one. Attacking the lanes and forcing the issue with the... D.
And how about how they've converted in close? I mean, they're doing a great job involving the big fellas.
Now, here's Vassell. 17 points for him last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Back to Jones. Passes it to Vassell. Just 5 on the clock. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 3rd assist on the night. And Philadelphia calls time here.
Manu Ginobili, Hall of Fame class of 2022. He played his entire career in San Antonio. And in 2003, Manu's rookie season, we won a ring together.
The 76ers making a switch here. Milton's checked in. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top 3-point shooters. In the 3rd spot, Tyrese Maxey.
See, look at that.
The bucket.
And I don't want to see for that. They got Maxey rated at like it's like a fucking 90 damn near. I feel hypocritical putting him on the bench, but I know how I feel. And I feel like James Harden is a natural shooting guard. Hey, look at the woman ref.
Milton with it. Still
I feel like it wouldn't be nothing wrong with
Here's Maxey. Sinks it. What
That's it. Look. Ooh, okay. Okay, Tyrese. Let's go. That bitch was deep, too. But I mean, for real, honestly, if I put Tyrese Maxey on the bench and brought him off the bench to spell James Harden, I feel like his scoring will go up, his touches will go up. Because I just got offered to you two. They offered me De'Aaron Fox and another center from Sacramento, and I passed on that one as well.
Down low, here's Reed, and Pirtle sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing.
Come on, y'all. Fucking put a body in front of you, something.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Milton kicks to Thibault. It's hauled in by Bates-Diop.
Come on,
San
Thibault.
Antonio's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Now here's Vassell, defended by Thibault. Pass breaks Philadelphia with his first shot attempt, and the rejection by Collins. To the middle, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
The last 6 baskets, 5.
Yo, I'm telling you, I'm about to revisit. I don't want to fuck with the roster because the season ain't even started yet, but
Looking at who's out there now
I
for the
feel like I
Spurs.
know what I need to do
Kobe comes in for
to make this
and
squad
Josh Richardson subbed in for Jones.
into a winner.
Here's Milton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Richardson against Maxey. Over Richardson. Gets it to go from 18
All right,
feet
Tyrese.
away.
And that's what we're gonna do, youngin. I'm gonna just get your jumper down, I'm gonna get your timing down, and that's gonna make things a lot easier.
Now here's Vassell. Not a lot of room. Bates-Diop.
This
Boom, he
motherfucking
chases it
cut.
down.
Great pass from Devin. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Milton the pass to Maxey. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the second quarter. And stolen by Richardson. Fires, high post.
Board,
Bates-Diop
let's go.
misses. For Philadelphia, they've gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Milton kicks to Maxey. And the 76ers
Let's go. See? We're gonna get him. We're gonna get his timing down. Because he a motherfucking dog.
And adjustments on the fly.
Pass to Roby.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
Defended
Come
by
on,
Milton.
y'all.
He
Gotta
gets
guard the
that
fucking
one.
paint.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Milton, covered by Vassell. 16 seconds left in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Reed a screen. Here's Maxey. And the 76ers get it back. Moves back up. No good at the rim.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim,
We're gonna go ahead and hit y'all with the upload. First half, NBA 2K23 My TM, My NBA Mode review. 9.5 out of 10.